Ever wondered how a VR game could transform your fitness routine into an epic adventure? Shardfall FitQuest VR is not just another VR fitness app, it's a game changer. VR fitness apps can easily feel like you're still in a group exercise class, but Shardfall takes a different approach. As an exercise physiologist and VR specialist, I have tested countless games. And in this video, I'll reveal how Shardfall FitQuest VR brings gaming back to VR fitness, reveal a game-changing feature for better results, and show you exactly how to torch 600 calories in just 1 hour. To start, let me show you how the sponsor of this video, Shardfall FitQuest VR, combines gaming and fitness in a way that feels like the combination of Until You Fall and what Thrill of the Fight would be if it was an arcade game. In Shardfall, you are the hero, tasked with saving the world from a mechanical army looking to harness a powerful natural energy known as rage. Run through the hazardous landscape and take on ferocious enemies as you unlock new rewards and challenges. There are 5 different types of enemies, and just like your adventure makes you stronger and fitter, they level up as well. Fortunately, you have the power of your ancestral gauntlets to help you hit harder, throw spells, and regain health. Defeating the final encounter unlocks the next adventure world and gives you rewards to level up your gauntlets. With added features like adrenaline mode, blessings to improve your skills, forks in the roads so you can choose your rewards, Shardfall has tons of features to explore and learn as you play. But what about the fitness components? Saving the world from Shardfall requires you to run, duck, jump, and fight, all moves that are guaranteed to raise your heart rate. The game is an interval workout in disguise, where the running stages are meant to give you time to recover, and the battle arenas increase the intensity of your workout. Even the different enemies you face are balanced, where these round burst vines require you to punch as fast and hard as you can, while the Volaire lets you slow down and focus on the timing of your punches. In adventure mode, each level is 20 minutes long, and you have the option to add another 5 minutes to the end. There are 15 world levels, and once you've conquered them all, a special level 16 is unlocked. Level 16 is called the Wilds. It's replayable, and you have the option to unlock extremely high gauntlet parts. It will take you some time to get through all those 15 levels, but I did catch it from a Reddit thread that there are plans of releasing optional DLCs in the future if you wanted to expand a little bit further. 20 minutes is a great length for a workout that will give you plenty of health benefits, like improving your energy levels, your sleep, and help you lose weight. But what if you don't have that much time? For shorter and more specialized sessions, Shardfall have a quick play option. Here you can pick between traverse or battle or both, and decide how long you want the workout to be. Additional options and difficulties are unlocked as you progress through the adventure mode. There are ways to personalize the intensity of your workouts by changing your running speed or punching difficulty. You can also choose to avoid jumps and ducks by using buttons on the controllers. It is super easy to lose track of where you are in space when running on the spot, so the added Guardian is a super helpful tool. I also recommend a VR playmat, as you can feel with your foot where your center space is at all times. In addition to adventure mode and quick play, Shardfall has a practice arena. I highly recommend that you spend some time in there when you first get started, because Shardfall has one major problem that made me wonder if I could even recommend this game at all. Shardfall FitQuest VR is released today on January 7th on MetaQuest. But this winter was not my first encounter with the game. Shardfall was developed a few years ago by Quelf and was designed to be played on your TV or PC monitor, not in VR. To understand and enjoy Shardfall to its fullest, it's crucial that you understand where they come from, and hopefully it will make you as excited about the future as I am. Back in 2003, I had the pleasure of trying this new at-home fitness system with the unique feature of adding resistance bands and custom trackers to the gaming experience. With sensors in the belt and controllers, Quell Fitness can track your running, jumping, and punching, while the resistant bands added additional intensity and strength training. And the game I demoed in a hotel room back then is the same game that is now made available for VR. When I first started playing Shardfall FitQuest VR, I immediately noticed that something was off. My punches weren't landing where I expected them to be, and I didn't feel like I was getting close enough to the enemies to actually hit them or have an impact on them. But then, all of a sudden, it just dawned on me. You're not actually supposed to interact with the enemies. Changing how you punch from trying to make direct impact to hitting an imaginary screen in front of the enemies solved all those issues. Okay, so this sounds super strange for a VR game, right? Then I realized something else. What if the goal of the game is to bring the resistant bands and sensors as an accessory, making you work harder for every punch, increasing calories burned, and strengthening your muscles? And sure enough, I asked the developers about this, and they're currently looking at bringing in the resistant bands and making them meta-compatible. But for that to happen, there needs to be enough interest in it. So if that's something that you want to see, make sure to let us know in the comments. More people say they want it. Okay, so why did the integration of the resistance bands change my opinion about the fighting mechanic? One of the biggest issues with using external equipment in VR fitness is the safety aspect. It can be easy enough to injure yourself using one of the two components. Bringing them together could be a disaster. But the punching screen just helps solve that issue. So when you're trying to hit a 3D enemy, it's way easier to overextend and pull your muscles. So if you were to add resistance bands to that movement, it would make this injury so much worse. But by limiting how far you need to reach to land a powerful punch, you are operating under much more controlled conditions, and it helps ensuring that you get the fitness benefits you are looking for. I did a quick test to this, and I don't think it really matters how close or far away from the enemies you stand at all, as long as you're aiming and hitting with force. And although I thought it was weird that a VR game had a 2D fighting mechanic, I actually really appreciated it. I find that I can be more deliberate with my punches, engage my muscles more, and I end up getting much more out of the session in terms of how I felt at the end and how many calories I burned. Which helps bring me to the next big question. Shardfall FitQuest VR claims to burn over 600 calories per hour. But how accurate is that measurement? I generally don't like talking about how many calories a game burns, because the idea of burning calories to lose weight is grossly simplified by most people in the fitness industry, and focusing on these numbers often lead to unrealistic expectations, followed by disappointment and burnout. But because it's the new year and getting in shape and losing weight is a goal for so many, let's get into what you can expect from working out with Shardfall. Calories is a measure of energy, which means the harder you work, the more calories you burn. But not all calories are the same. Okay, I have this awesome unicorn. Pretend for a second that it is a hybrid car, because I don't have a car toy. Your body is like a hybrid car. So at low intensities like walking or light jogging, you are running primarily on the electric motor. This is when the calories you burn come from fat. But when you need to accelerate quickly or climb up a steep hill, the car automatically switches to gasoline for more power. And this is when the calories burned come from carbohydrates or sugars. This is also why you can work out tons and be in excellent shape without the number on the scale really changing. I previously mentioned that Shardfall is organized into intervals, and the fitness benefits of these workouts resemble those of high-intensity interval training. This is a form of exercise that uses both your electric and gas engine, and as a result, you can reach the top of the mountain without draining your fuel tank, as there's going to be flat sections at different spots in between to give you some time to recover. But because the uphill section requires a lot more energy, your total calorie count will skyrocket. HIIT training is considered one of the most efficient workouts when it comes to burning calories, with estimates ranging from 600 to 900 calories per hour. But most of these calories does not come from fat, but from the carbohydrates and what is known as the anaerobic energy system. This will improve your blood pressure, help you sleep better, feel more energetic, and reduce your chance of common disease like stroke and heart attack. That is why I love how quick and effective Shardfall workouts are, and I recommend using them 2 to 3 times per week with plenty of rest in between. If you stick to that plan, you will see significant changes in your health after just 4 weeks. So does that mean that you can't use Shardfall if you're wanting to lose weight? Absolutely not. But reaching your fitness goals using VR involves a lot more than counting calories and exercise minutes. And if you don't take them into consideration, you might spend weeks pushing for your goal, not realizing that you are on an entirely wrong path. So watch this video next, where I break down the step-by-step approach to help you reach your fitness goals with virtual reality.